Okay, you little mathematicians, today we're learning about order of operations. So, just a quick note up front. Math is a language, and like all languages, it has a certain grammar to it and a certain structure. And so, order of operations just has to do with sort of the grammar of mathematics, some rules on how we interpret and read mathematical sentences. So, when we look at a long mathematical expression, there is an order in which we have to perform the operations. Operations are things like adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, and using exponents. And so there's an order in which we perform those operations. First, we do the operations in parentheses. Second, we do the operations that contain exponents. Third, we multiply or divide from left to right. And fourth, we add or subtract from left to right. Fun fact, parentheses were only introduced to the mathematical language about 500 years ago. So kids who might have been studying math in school 500 years ago would not have had to learn about them. But we're lucky that we have them because they are very useful. They help us group things together. Okay, now I gave you the order of operations just a second ago, but there's a sort of easier way to help us remember it. You might have heard of this, PEMDAS, a quick mnemonic device that is a tool that helps you remember is this sentence here. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. If you remember that, you will remember PEMDAS, P-E-M-D-A-S. So, what does PEMDAS mean? First of all, usually we'll be writing it like this. This is very important. The P up here by itself, E by itself, the M and the D together, and then the A and the S together. Now, here are those 4 rules I gave you earlier, the 4 steps of order of operations. First, perform operations in parentheses. That's what the P is for. Next, find the value of numbers with exponents. That's what the E is for. Then third, multiply or divide from left to right. That's where you get the M and the D. Finally, add or subtract from left to right. That's where we get the A and the S. So here's PEMDAS, and that will help you remember this order of operations. Now we're going to use the order of operations to help us simplify a couple of expressions. So here we have one. And here, I'm going to help you read this. When we're seeing things in parentheses, here's what we're going to say. We're going to say 4 times the quantity of 9 divided by 3 to the second power. Now, learning how to say these sentences actually takes a lot of practice. I'm going to say it once more, and then I'm going to point out a few things that I'm doing. 4 times the quantity of 9 divided by 3 to the second power. 2 things I want you to notice. First, when I'm saying the quantity before I start to talk about the things in parentheses. Secondly, I kind of pause before I say to the second power, because I want you to know that I've stopped talking about what's in the quantity and I've started talking about what comes after it. So I'll say it one more time quickly. 4 times the quantity of 9 divided by 3 to the second power. Okay, now let's simplify this thing. So first we will do what's in the parentheses, right? We're going to follow PEMDAS. So 4 stays the same. 9 divided by 3 is 3. We still have our second power. Nothing else changes. We're simplifying one thing at a time here. Next, we're going to do our exponent, right? So 4 stays the same, times 3 to the second power is 9. Very good. Now, we just have to simplify 4 times 9. We're going to do multiplication or division. 4 times 9 is 36. That's all there is to simplify. So we are done. Now, moving on to another problem. Okay, so we're going to simplify this. First, we're going to do all the things in parentheses. But wait, there isn't anything in parentheses. Well, no problem. Then we just move on, right? So now we're going to do things in exponents. Okay, so 6, that doesn't change. Okay, 2 to the third power, that means 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. Divided by 3 plus 1. We are now done with our exponents. Now, we're going to multiply or divide, but we need to do them from left to right. So the leftmost multiplication or division would be way over here, so that's what we're going to do first. 6 times 8 is 48, divided by 3 plus 1. Now we're going to continue doing multiplication or division from left to right till there isn't any left. Now I'm going to kind of help us out here. 48 divided by 3 is 16. Plus 1 remains. Done with our multiplication and division. Now we're going to do addition or subtraction from left to right. All we have is this last addition problem. 16 plus 1 is 17. There's our answer. We have simplified this whole big monstrosity down to one number. Kind of cool, huh? Thanks a lot for watching. See you in class.